Okay, hey, welcome to another Paint the Edge Off, where I teach you to make a cool painting in about an hour and get a little drunk doing it. My name is Joel. I'll be your art instructor, and today we are painting this painting right here. All right, I call it Cactus because I'm super creative with titles. But yeah, it's kind of a nice, cool one. I like the green and the pink together, so complementary colors kind of there. So if you like cactuses, this is the one for you. Cacti, sorry. Also, if you haven't already, please like, share, follow, subscribe, tweet, upload, all the stuff. Search Paint the Edge Off. You'll find me on stuff. All of that's appreciated. I have donation things up here if you want to donate. That's cool. If you like these, you want me to keep doing them. Also, with all my painting classes, I give away a free giveaway painting. All you got to do is correctly answer my completely subjective trivia question first in the comments, and I will send you a painting of your choice. Just, answer the trivia question. That's all you got to do. Okay, today, what you will need for this painting is a 16 by 20 canvas. Okay, that's what I use. Feel free to use whatever size you want, honestly, but this is the one I use. You will want one that's, a 3-4 ratio, but you can do it any size, I'll just have to alter your measurements there for what I'm telling you to do for this size. But you want a canvas, you're going to want some kind of easel, something for it to sit on is good. We've also got some paper towels. I've got some paper plates. I use this for my palette, but feel free to use whatever you want. Paper plates are just easy and cheap. I've also got a blow dryer. Helps me dry my paint layers really fast. And I've also got a water cup that I use for my brushes. You want to have some kind of water cup to let your brushes sit in, and so they don't. Speaking of which, one of my brushes got some paint on it. You want to have a water cup so you can do things like this, and wash it out. But also, anytime you're not using your brushes, just try to leave them in there so they don't dry out. Speaking of brushes, the 4 brushes I've got are my big flat brush. I've got my medium flat brush. I've got my medium round brush. And my little tiny round brush, okay? Those are the 4 brushes I use. Sometimes I don't use all of them, but those are the 4 brushes I have handy all the time to make these paintings. So those are what you need. Put them bristle down your water cup. Leave them there anytime you're not using them. And I've also got a couple pieces of chalk here. This is so I can draw on my dried layers of paint. And then I can just lick my finger and it comes right off. Okay, so that's kind of for drawing on my paint. I've also got a pencil and a Sharpie. Okay, that's for obviously drawing. Or maybe it's not that obvious, sorry. I've also got some paint colors. I've got black, white. I got a light yellow, bright red, phthalo blue, and I got some burnt umber here, okay? Doesn't be burnt umber necessarily, raw umber works, but some kind of brown, really all you need. And yeah, there we go. So with that being said, let's take a shot, chat, have some fun, let's paint the edge off. Okay. All right. Get my... There we go. There's my canvas there. Let's bring up the shot counter. I've got 2 shots so far. Okay. All right. So first thing you guys want to do on this one is I'm going to draw on a couple things, and I'm also going to use my Sharpie on this. So what I want to do here is I want to find right about the middle of my canvas. I'm just going to draw a line down the middle of my canvas, okay? All right, this kind of helps me. That's hard for you to see. I'm drawing it kind of light because I am going to paint over this. But there's about the middle. And what I want to do is I want to draw another line just to the left of this. I'm going to have, basically, this is going to be where my top of my canvas, where my top of my cactus is here. So just draw a line straight down so I can kind of know where that's going. Oh, it looks like a cactus. Okay, do that. Draw those lines straight down on both sides. Bring that all the way down. Okay, and then what else I want to do? I want to draw my little arms here on my cactus. So let's go ahead and draw these. Make sure they're not quite as wide as the middle one. They can be close, but not. Make sure they're not bigger, really. They can be the same size as long as they're not larger. There we go. Let's draw another one over here. And this one's going to be pretty tall. It's going to go down a ways. There we go. Okay. Now there's my cactus. You'll see it better whenever I draw it with Sharpie. But there it is. Okay, now what I want to do here is I want to draw, mainly I'm doing this because I want to draw on the base of my, my little my pots for my plants. So let's go ahead and draw a line across here. All right, on both sides, I'm going to bring this down. Okay, and then I'm going to make give it a little collar there, okay? Just a little rectangle. All right, and then I'm going to bring it down in on both sides at an angle. All right, and then I'm just going to bring it straight down. Try to go in at an angle, the same amount, basically on both sides. There we go. There's our pots. Okay, there's one pot. Let's draw this other one over here. What I like to do, actually, I'm going to draw just the rectangle first for this plant. It comes over pretty far. Comes over, pretty close to where this one is, okay? So let's go ahead and get that. Maybe we'll come back to that for now. But let's draw. What we want to do is kind of the middle of this plant is just barely, almost running off the side of the canvas here. All right. All right, let's go ahead and just draw a big circle. All right, and then we'll draw this little lip coming over a little past that. All right, make a little rectangle, goes off the side. And there we go. All right, now, did all that so I can trace it with my Sharpie. I'm not going to draw this line down the middle. What I want to do is draw this cactus. I just want to get the main parts of this cactus in. Okay, now we're going to paint the background. We're going to paint over this whole thing. However, I will be able to see this vaguely through my background. Here we go. Ooh, now I can kind of see it there. Hey, Purdy, what's up? By the way, Purdy, I mailed your painting on Monday along with... Is it Jacob Rada? Whoever the other, somebody else won. I sent both of them on Monday. So one's going to Ohio, one's going to Cleveland. There we go. I'm not being super exact with this. I just want to get the pot part, pot's at the bottom there. I'm trying to be a little bit more exact, but as far as this stuff, just trying to get a basic, general sketch in there. Okay. Now, once we do that, let's go ahead and get painting, okay? And, let's go ahead and take a shot, too, to get started. Oh, okay. Let's get some red and some white on our plate. Lots of red and lots of white. There we go. Okay, let's take our big brush out of our water cup there. Tap it off. Give it a little tap-a-rooney. All right, let's start with our red. Now what we want to do is we want to stir that water in with our red paint. Get that all mixing in. Here we go. Okay, once you mix that water in, I'm going to go ahead and grab some of that white. Bring some of that white in there. We're going to make a nice little pink over here. Now, we're going to make an even lighter pink for the left side. Or, sorry, for the right side. So, we're going to start with the left side here with our pink, and then on the right do a super light pink, okay? So, mix a bunch up because you don't want to have to remix this. We're going to cover a lot of canvas, so go ahead and mix a lot up here. All right, that's a lot for me. I think that's a lot. Should be a lot. Okay, now here's our nice, pretty drawing that we drew in. It's so nice. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're just going to cover it up. All right, we'll see. Hopefully we can see this through there. I can see, yeah, there we go. I can see it still. Now what we want to do is we want to take this. We drew that middle line down the middle of our canvas, right? What we want to do is we want to go a little past that. Okay, let's go a little past that line. Let's go maybe like to here. About that range. Okay, let's fill this sucker in. And I might add a little bit of white to this because it is a little darker than the first one I did, and I do kind of like the lightness of the background. So I might add a little white to it. Take my red and my white. Oh, excuse me. Okay. And away we go. And we're painting. Okay. There you go. You're painting. You're doing great. You're a special little snowflake. No one's as special as you. Okay, let's take a little bit of white. I'm gonna lighten this up. Now, if yours is light enough, don't feel like you have to do this. I just want to lighten it up just a little bit. I kind of like having some of these streaks in there as well. So that's why another reason I kind of like doing this. I just feel like it gives it a little bit more character. Rather than just a flat shape, got a little bit of character, okay? Get it in there. Get some character in there, okay?
Let us begin our quest to find
okay, that's pretty good. All right, go ahead and paint your side edges and your top. We'll move on to the right side, do some light pink. And there we go. We're in your painting. You're doing it. All right. Yeah, here in a minute I'll put my trivia question up. Now that we're going. Before we do that, let's add a bunch more white. Let's just mix all this white in here. Ooh, yeah, light pink. Here we go. Got ourselves a nice light pink mixture here. Okay. And let's go ahead and paint this right side. Go ahead and just start filling that in. Okay, and you're thinking, what was the point of drawing all that at the beginning? But, you know, it's going to come back up here in a minute, okay? I promise. Every once in a while, you might grab a little bit more water. Make sure you just really stir it in with your paint, okay? Your paint gets thirsty, you know? And you know what else? I'm thirsty. Let's take a shot. But you want to mix water with your paint every so often so it doesn't dry out. Doesn't stay so thick, okay? To do the choosing. Light pink. And there you go, okay? You're painting, getting this done. We're getting it done. Now go ahead and fill in that whole right side before you get to the middle. Okay, and then once you get to the middle, you're gonna have to just go ahead, just go for it. All right, here's your test here. Just go for it. There we go. Okay. And is that straight? That's pretty straight. You know, this kind of looks a little wonky there. There we go. That's pretty good. It looks more angled on the screen, but whatever. I know what it looks like. There we go. Okay. I wouldn't spend too long on that. Just let it go. If it blends a little bit more, a little less than mine, no worry. I'm going to take a little bit more white, though. Maybe put some little white. Add some more of those white streaks onto this side, too. I kind of like those. And let's see. Paint our edge. Paint that edge off. And here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's see. So, what's new? So, we watched all the Star Wars, because she hadn't seen Star Wars. Then we watched all the Harry Potter, because I've never seen Harry Potter. And we watched them all, just finished them, and now trying to decide what to watch next, okay? So, you know. Thinking she wants to do Lord of the Rings. She might be cool. But, oh, there we go. I want to do, if we do Lord of the Rings, I want to do the extended versions, but, you know, I'm just not sure if I want to, you know, put in, you know, 8 years of my life watching those. They're so long. But we're trying to do that. And so we were thinking Lord of the Rings. And so with that, our trivia question today is, which Lord of the Rings character would win in a roast battle? All right. Is it A, Aragorn, B, Frodo, C, Gandalf, D, Legolas, E, Gimli, F, Gollum, G, Arwen, H, Samwise, I, this is a stupid question, or J, what's Lord of the Rings? All right, think about it. All right, it's a very scientific answer to this question. All right, it's, you know, don't Google it, that's cheating. But we'll answer that question at some point here. Whoever answers correctly first wins a painting. Okay, Purdy says this is a stupid question. You know what, Purdy? Fuck you, dude. Or lady. Are you a guy or a girl? Or are you non-binary? I was gonna say I too. Okay, just a little bit longer. Okay. So I should say fuck you, dude. Or male. I'm glad it was you that said it so I can be mean to you, because I don't want to be mean to anyone else. Very many other people. Or, what's Lord of the Rings? Huh? Have you never seen Lord of the Rings? What is Lord of the Rings? Come on, surely you Twitch nerds have seen Lord of the Rings. Come on. Take you out for a nice seafood dinner and never call you again. Okay, almost. That's probably pretty good. It's probably good enough. Let's take a shot. Okay, let's take a shot. We're gonna start painting again. Just a second. Our canvas should be pretty dry. If you're painting along, you know, you might pause and take a little bit more time to blow dry. Whew. All right. One more shot. Trivia questions going away. Do we have cacti in Arkansas? No, not really. I don't think so. People buy cacti. And I mean, they live, I guess, if you take care of them like that, but no, not really. Okay, let's take our chalk. Let's draw back in our cactus and stuff. Now, you can't see it on the screen, but I can vaguely see my drawing. Actually, you can kind of see it. Yeah, you can see it there. Eh? Okay, I'm going to draw this back in a little bit. Just kind of give myself a nice, quick, rough sketch. Here we go. Oh, there's that arm. There we go. There's the cactus arm. Fun fact, cactus actually don't hurt to touch. Yeah. So go out, if you see a cactus, go right up to it, grab it, you know. And you'll be surprised. It actually is a nice cooling sensation. Okay, there's my first cactus. Let's draw on our second cactus. There it is. There's our second cactus. Okay, now the pots. Let's get those in there too, okay? This is always the part I struggle with more. You know, these geometric shapes, man-made shapes. They're hard. Some people think they're easy, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad at it. Okay, there's our drawing. Which is drawn in. Let's get painting. Let's grab some blue, some white, some yellow. And we'll get going here, okay? Alright, we don't need much blue, actually. Okay, let's get a little bit of white. What we want to do here is we want to fill in all of our cactus just solid green, just kind of a medium green. Okay, then we'll go back, we'll add some light greens and some dark greens. And, you know, build that thing up that way. Let's go here. Let's start mixing. Stir your water and get that yellow. I would start with a little bit of blue at a time. You're going to need a lot more yellow than blue. And, you know, right there is kind of a good green. And I want to mix up a lot, okay? That's why I'm starting with a whole lot of yellow. I'm going to use more yellow than blue, so that's the one I start with. I just kind of stir in a whole crap ton of the yellow. 1 crap ton, please. There we go. That's good healthy amount of yellow, green there. Okay, let's go. Let's start filling this in. Okay, now what I like to do is just kind of twist my brush. Get a nice solid edge on that top. Nice rounded, solid round edge. And I got a lot of paint on my brush. If your paint is not very solid, you probably just need more paint on your brush, okay? A lot of times there's these rough edges. And your paint, you either don't have enough paint or it's dried out. You might need a little bit of water. Just make sure that water's really stirred in. But you probably likely just don't have enough paint on your brush. Don't be stingy with your paint. A lot of people go, oh, Just grab it. Just, scoop it up. I scoop it, okay? I use my paintbrush like a shovel a lot of times. And I don't care if I go a little past this potted part, okay? Ooh, whoopsie doodles. But because we're going to cover that up, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm not going to just go crazy and go way past it, but it's okay if you go past it. All right, now again, I'm just kind of pressing this. I'm just kind of twisting my brush. All right, and then I'm just going to drag that down. All right. No. Have you eaten cactus? What's it taste like? What does cactus taste like? Chicken? Does it taste like chicken? Okay, now I'm just starting right there on that edge. Right there. Okay, that's where I'm putting my brush. Just right on there. And I'm just going to twist my brush. Alright. And you kind of let it go. I mean, this is a cactus arm. Doesn't have to be perfect, It can be a little... doesn't have to be a perfect size. But you just kind of go for it, okay? Kind of let it flow there. It tastes like green beans, really? Green beans. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't know. I don't know what I would imagine it would taste like, I didn't think it would taste like steak or anything, but green beans, okay. Green beans aren't terrible. Let me ask you this. Why were you eating cactus? Just out of curiosity. That's my real question. Why? Just drunk and curious, or someone dare you? Okay, there we go. We got our cactus painted in green. That's the first layer. Let's go ahead and take a shot. Weirdest thing I've eaten? A pirate's asshole. No, I'm kidding. Probably, I don't know. We ate squirrel and rabbit when I was a kid that my grandpa killed. I never had squirrel before. I mean, I think I've tried like... God, I know I've eaten like alligator and like cow's tongue, but you were lost and hungry and you ate that. Wow. Did you cook it or just eat it raw? Okay, shot number 5. Okay, trivia question again. If anybody wants one a painting, here it is. Which Lord of the Rings character would win in a roast battle? Cooked it on a rock in the sun. Wow, are you like fucking Bear Grylls over here? Cooked it on a rock in the sun. Now, did it actually like cook, you think, or did it just get warm, or did it like change color and shit? Trying to think of the weirdest thing I've eaten. All right, Guthrie says Gandalf would win in a roast battle. Good answer. Let's see, Guthrie. We're talking about cactus. Our friend Purdy over here has eaten cactus before. Like a fucking maniac. Cooked it on a rock in the sun. Hey, I've cooked rock. Okay, let's go ahead and take our handy dandy chalk and let's draw a couple lines here. Let's draw a line. What we want to do is there's a line that's going to go kind of just right through the middle here. Alright, but we also want to at the top kind of curve it. And my paint's a little wet at the top, but you're going to kind of curve it and you can kind of see where that's going. A little curvy boy right there. Okay, we're going to do kind of the same thing here. Okay, however, at the bottom, it's just going to kind of and it's going to stop right here. You can draw a line there if you want. Okay, but it's going to stop where that stops. Okay, here we're going to do kind of the same thing in reverse. We're going to bring that over from the right side this time. And pa-chow, pa-chow. There we go. Okay, now down here on this one, let's go ahead and draw. If this is the very middle, okay, you just want to pick the highest point of your cactus. Just want to draw a line there. All right, and then let's draw one. Let's just draw one. Yeah. We'll draw another one here that kind of goes off the side. Okay. Okay, that's all we need to draw right now. Boom, done drawing. Let's take another shot. I haven't eaten cactus. Now I'm the crazy one? Everyone's eating cactus but me? Woo! Okay. Shot number 6. Numero 6. Okay, what we want to do now is we're going to put in some of our dark colors here. Now what we want to do is... No, let's do our light colors first, actually. Let's get some more yellow on our plate. Let's do some light green. I'm going to switch to my... Knock everything over. And I'm going to switch to my medium flat brush. No, this is 4 Roses, okay? That's what I always use. Okay, let's grab some yellow. Stir that sucker in. Stir that shit around. Okay, we're going to have a nice light green. Let's add a little bit of white. We're going to add a happy little cactus, a little bit of white. And I swear to God, if you mess this up, I'm going to fucking kill you. Okay, we got our light green. You know, 4 Roses is good. It's not that nice. It's good, but it is good. It's kind of good for how cheap it is. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna follow this line. Okay, we're gonna kind of make it fat and kind of go to the right side there. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I'm running out of paint. A little bit more water. Get that paint on there. There we go. Worry all the time. Now I'm also gonna take my brush, kind of turn on that skinny side like this, like so, right on that skinny side, and make a nice little line here. Will you turn on me? Now, I'm going to stop when I get to this arm here, okay? Now, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm just going to go ahead and outline, basically, with this light green. Stop at that arm. Okay, so if I did this way, I should do this way. So I should do this way here. Okay, so I'm just kind of tracing that line, but I'm kind of making it fatter on the left side there. Take me. Basically away from the side it curves away from is where you want to kind of make it thicker. I could have drawn that in like that, but time's of the essence. Okay, let's do the same thing here. Oh, and I want to outline the top. Now I'm going to stop on this curve because I don't want to see that light. You know, it's going to be in shadow here, okay? So let's go ahead and, oh, excuse me. Do I have cowboy boots? What do you think? Yeah, 4 Roses is good for its price. It's like really good for how cheap it is, honestly. Let's put a little bit of this here. All right, here we go. No, it could be worse. I do not have cowboy boots. No, I do not own cowboy boots. Could be. Let's see. Do you own cowboy boots, Purdy? I imagine you do, right? You're out chowing down on cactus and shit. Take me away. Alright, now this one down here, here's what we want to do. We want to really just paint right over those lines we drew. 1, uno, dos, tres, catorce. Remember that time you two didn't know how to say 4 in Spanish? I remember that. Okay. Okay, let's go here. We got our light green. Let's take some dark green. Here's what we do. Let's take some more blue. Take some more blue here. A nice blue green down here. Yeah. You guys are fucking crazy. Alright. Got some blue. Now we got our darker green. Now I'm going to add just a smidge of black. When I say a smidge, I mean a smidge. Alright, got some black in there. Let's take a little bit of black. Stir that in just little by little. Don't add a ton at first. Just start with a little bit. There we go. Now I got a nice dark green here. Now that's mostly just a blue, very blue green with a little bit of black mixed in, okay? Alright, now let's take a shot. And you keep on, keep trucking. Okay. Alright, let's put our shadows in. Okay. What we want to do is, on the right side where it's curving over, we're going to make a hard, dark edge right here. It kind of fades into our medium green, so let's go ahead and do that. So there's also a good chance to trim up that line if you want. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush, dry it off a little bit. I think I did get your ransom money last week, yeah. Alright. I'm going to take my brush, kind of dry it off. Just get some of the paint off my brush, okay? I might even get more water on my brush, but mainly just get some of that paint off your brush. Maybe you can take more water and kind of just mess with that line, kind of. Now, if that green was still wet, I could blend it, and I could grab more of the green I used at the first and kind of go through there and kind of blend it back in, you know? That's one thing you could do. You could even mix those up on your plate and have that other color there. That's probably, more, better way to do it maybe, but maybe that's how I should do it. That looks way better. Anyway, point is, dark right on that edge, okay? Dark right there on that edge. Let's take some more of this dark green, and I'm going to give it a little bit of space here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just draw a line straight down, not right along this edge, not too far. Just kind of just give yourself just like, your brush width over from that line. Not a whole finger. That's too thick. Okay, unless you got the skinniest fingers in the world, which, maybe you do. I might as well just go right aggressive. But I want this to be the darkest spot right here. This dark line right there. Okay. And then what I want to do again, I'm going to try to blend that out. So again, I'm going to take some of that paint off my brush. Kind of blend this out here, okay? One thing I like to do is I like to pull out this way. But going up and down works too, okay? Well, I can keep getting more paint and then just kind of dab it off with my towel so I don't have a bunch on my brush. And kind of blend that out there. I kind of like pulling it out. Pulling it out. But, Now I'm going to get a little bit of the green I used, the first layer of green that I used, that first green. Mix that with some of my dark green and kind of get that in there. And then let's see if we can do this. Get a little bit of my dark green and my lighter green. Ooh, there we go. Kind of another shade, kind of a fourth shade of green there. The paint is all getting very dry very fast. Now again, black paint tends to dry out pretty quick. Okay. But regardless, got that a little darker there. A little darker here, and let's just go ahead and pull this out. Or at least, you know, maybe kind of baby that in all certain areas there. Where it's kind of fading out. Getting lighter there. And what I'll do is I'll take a black line. I'll put black right down there. But I'm going to do that later. I'm going to wait for that to dry. Okay, let's see. Right here, same thing. Let's just go right along there. Alright, we'll kind of pull that over. Okay, let's make another one right here. And at the bottom, I'm going to curve that over as well. Now, I'm going to kind of pull this over like I did on that first spot. I can drag it straight down, or I can pull it over. Kind of like doing a mixture of both. But then on the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and let that go all the way to the bottom. Okay, that bottom part's going to be in shadow. So let's go ahead and get that all dark, okay? Okay, there we go. Okay, and then let's go ahead and get, maybe let's get a little bit of this kind of, oh, hey. Let's get a little bit of this. Let's put some of this in here as well. So it's definitely darker in there. That's what we want, okay? Let's see. Let's go ahead and put... I think I'm kind of running out of my dark. I've still got a few more things to do here with it. Let's take this dark green and let's put a little bit on this side of this here. Let's kind of pull that up a little bit. Pull that away from the center. Alright, then let's do another one here. Let's pull that out. Again, down here in the bottom, I'm just going to go ahead and darken that up. Okay, in here, might mix a little bit of my lighter green with that. And fill that section in there. Still darker than my lightest section, and so, you know, kind of play with those shades. You can do... You have a few different shades there. Shades. Okay, let's get more of my dark green, dark green. Okay, let's do through here. What I want to do here is I'm going to make a line right in between all these, right? One there, one there. This kind of starts to look like a watermelon or something. Okay, so here we go. So we got those started. And what we want to do is want to go put your brush right on that line. Okay, as in, you know, put the tip of your brush right there, right on it, and put it straight on there, and kind of pull away from the middle. Kind of pull towards the lighter green without touching it. Do that on both sides. East Coast, West Coast. Alright, there we go. Went a little into the light green there, but hey, it's okay. One of these days. Oh, what's new? How do you get an eye exam? You guys know that, like, every state has different laws on eye exams. I found this out. So some states, I'm in Arkansas, you have to get an eye exam every year. So you can't just go buy contacts if you haven't had an eye exam in the past year. So let's say you run out, you know, more. You got to go get a whole new eye exam. Who cares? So stupid. Why can't you buy a pair of glasses or contacts? You know? You gotta get an eye exam. Well, what if you want to buy your friend a pair of glasses for their birthday or something? Nope. They have to come in and get an eye exam. And then you gotta try to, you know, somehow convince them that, why'd you pay for this eye exam? No reason. I don't know. Just because. Who knows? I'm crazy like that. You know, I mean, what's the harm? Why can't you just buy glasses and contacts? Whatever. Anyway, Missouri, you gotta get an eye exam every 2 years. So go and get it up there, and then add 2 years to buy contacts. It's the dumbest thing. So anyway, I just wanted y'all to know about that. I don't know where y'all live, but what is the point of that? You know? What's the scam? What's the big problem, huh? What's the big issue here? Who's stealing who's getting glasses without eye? You know, like who? They just want to keep getting money every year. That's the only reason. You have to get an eye exam so that eye doctors keep getting money. It's a load of horse shit. Also in Arkansas, I'm sitting there calling around to places, and it's like, this place has got contacts for $20. This place, the cheapest one they have is, you know, $240. I'm not kidding. I mean, it's crazy. Pisses me off. So anyway, take a shot. Maybe mad though. The other day I had to schedule. I'm just gonna go to fucking Missouri. Okay. Okay. Let's take our medium brush there, our medium flat brush, wash it out. Let's get some black paint. Again, I want to stir my paint in, or my water in with my paint, get it all nice and loose, loosen it up. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it over inside both sides, get it nice and flat. And what I want to do is I'm gonna use this to kind of put in those darkest darks. Okay, now I'm not gonna leave it alone on this side, but right here, this is where I want to put in a real thin dark line. I might not even make it super solid, just kind of like the impression, like a little dark area in there, kind of a little shadow, right? That little point where those whatever they're called, the layer plank, different planes of not existence, cactus. Here we go. All right, let's put maybe one a little bit. Now I'm kind of going like the bottom, maybe a little bit of shadow there, right? Maybe there we go, huh? Okay. And then what else we want to do with the black? We want to take that and put it right through those first lines that we drew there. All right, one there, one through there. Let's put one through here. And let's put one that's kind of going just a little tiny one up there, going off the edge. There we go. Okay, there's our cactus. Okay, now, if you want, you could sit there and mess with that. You could add more shades. Whatever you want to do, okay? Let's go ahead and wash that out. I'm going to give it just a blow dry for a second. Take another shot. And, did I count that last shot? I don't know. Let's take one just to be safe and count it. And then I'll put my trivia question back up. And we'll keep going, okay? Okay. All right, let's take some white, and we're gonna mix white with a little pinch of yellow. All right, I'm gonna grab a new plate. Excuse me. Now this is where you might want to switch to your little baby brush. You won't. I like my flat brush because if I keep it flat and flat to the canvas and just draw it nice and light, I can make some nice skinny lines. Here's my new plate. Let's grab some white. Oh, there's green in there. Son of a bitch. What? Oh my god, what? You're lying. You didn't flush your drugs. I know you can't bring yourself to. Purdy said he heard a knock at the door, thought it was the cops, and he flushed his drugs. Turns out it's the mailman delivering my painting. Wow. Did my painting really just arrive, though? Are you being serious? For real? That'd be pretty random, like while I'm streaming it arrives. We'll see if he responds. Okay, so lots of white, maybe just a little touch of yellow. Not much yellow. You really don't want this really even looking very yellow, just like a little hint. You just want it to look white. That's crazy. Well, glad you got your painting. Okay, here's my white paint. Okay, I've got this nice little layer. It's hard to see there, but I've gotten this mixed up white paint with, I mean, just the tiniest. Up here, just kind of the yellow, and kind of mixed white, 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 white. So that yellow kind of goes away. Just keep adding white till that kind of goes away. So it's just the tiniest hint of yellow. Okay, now again, I'm gonna make these little the skinniest lines I can make. So again, if you're better with the little tiny round brush, use that. I'm just biased. I like the flat brush. I just like touching it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start making basically like, I think kind of a good way to do this is just think asterisks. You know, I just kind of make asterisks. You know, like, ooh, one there, and there, and there. Or maybe I'll do so many this way. There's another way to do it. Then go back and maybe add, you know, then add some up and down, you know. And so just sit there and just go back and build this up. But you just basically making little straight lines, little tic-tac-toes. Purdy, you like that painting? I think that one actually turned out I kind of like that how that one turned out. I didn't nail the shape of Ohio perfectly, but good enough. Hopefully. Alright, here we go. So let's get these big old cactus spikes in here. Okay. Okay. Alright, now around the edges, I'm just going to kind of do the same thing. But I'm going to start right there on the edge. I'm just going to, you know, have some going this way, some going that way. Boom, 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 boom. LA. Oh, glad you like it. Like this. Summer living. I'm glad you like it, man. Alright, I'm going to do this all down the sides. You know, and I'm just, you know, nothing too fancy. Just kind of, let's see if I can, maybe I can paint like this. It'll be a little easier to see what I'm doing. Probably not. Okay, yeah. Let's see. After you do these, we're going to get these little spikes. That's kind of a little time-consuming, trivial thing here. Not trivial. It's not trivial at all, but sometimes it feels monotonous and arbitrary. But it's good. You need those spikes on there, okay? It's a freaking cactus. Alright, let's go down the middle here. Anyway. Alright. Here we go. I think it's about time for me to take another shot. I'll put the trivia question back up. And, keep going here. I think I am going to try to stay a little off the middle and try to have this just coming out from around the point. Just try not to go over that edge too much. There we go. All right. Let's take a fucking shot. Okay, we're almost there. All we can do is add our, once we got our spikes, we're just going to add in our potted plants, our pots for our plants, and we're done. So what I'm doing is I'm just going right down those light green spots, those like the spine here, this little cactus there. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right down. I'm gonna keep all my spikes coming off the center part there, right down this line here. Let's bring those all out away from the middle. There we go. Down, down, down. We can't have these people getting contacts every year without getting an eye exam. How will we make millions of dollars? I don't know. I don't think optometrists make millions of dollars, but what's the conspiracy here, huh? Makes no sense. You can't just buy those contacts. It's madness. Alright, okay, we got our cactuses in. Cacti, sorry. Did I count that last shot? I think I did, because it's up to 8. Heart was aching. That sweet humidity. Oh. Here we go. Okay, shot number 9. I think it's like shot number 11, maybe. It's probably shot number 10. Because I usually forget to count my shots at the beginning. Especially at the beginning. At the very beginning. Middle, beginning, middle. There we go. Cheers. Whew. Okay. Now it's time for our burnt umber. Our burnt umber. You've all been waiting for it. Here it is, burnt umber. Try to contain yourselves. Burnt umber, here it comes. Burnt umber, a little bit of red and some white. Wash your brush out a little bit. Here we go. Get that red. Some brown. Some red. Alright. July knocked me off my ass. It's the memory that Alright, let's fill this sucker in. Alright, let's fill this Cracker Jack in. This fucking Cracker Jack. See, this is why I drew this in, because I knew I'd be hammered by this point. And I'm not going to draw this in. I'm not going to paint this in right. It's not drawn in from the very beginning when I'm totally sober. I'm still messing it up. Here we go. Let's see. You know, I was also... Okay, so we were thinking about watching Lord of the Rings, which I think we've both seen Lord of the Rings, but we should watch a new series, Sopranos, huh? I never saw Sopranos. We should watch that. Alright. Sherry, what's up? Sherry's here. Sherry's... See, I didn't count that last shot. You know, I think what it is, sometimes I press a button, but if I don't have the little thing open, it doesn't count it. Okay, Sherry. Oh, Sherry, you want to see the trivia question? Which Lord of the Rings character would win in a roast battle? Okay. Now, if you know what roasting is, you know, roast like the Friar Club roast, like they're not like cooking steaks or something. They're pot roasts. It's ripping each other a new a-hole with jokes. Okay. You know, like the roast of whoever. Donald J. Drumpf. The roast of, you know, David Hasselhoff. You know, here's what I hate really about this part is the potted plant. It's not just that it's like the geometric shapes. It's that it's the last thing I do on this painting, and that's when I'm the drunkest. And that's like, I could do the organic stuff better when I'm drunk, but the like, you know, the super hard straight edge stuff when I'm drunk, that's the hardest to do. Just dropped all 9 kids off. Dropped them off where? What do you mean? Alright, let's take some white. Mix it in there. Just dropped all 9 kids off. Dropped them off the balcony. Guess column LOL. Guess what? Oh well, there's a number I. What's Lord of the Rings? You want to guess what's Lord of the Rings? You're gonna guess I. I have decided that you've guessed I. Okay, let's do this. Let's take I mixed some white in. Got a little lighter shade here. Let's go ahead and put a little, definitely lighter right there. That's where the light's hitting it. Okay. And let's go ahead and just kind of make this a little lighter right there. Bring that across. And then I also like to make a little hard, just a little outline here. Maybe a little outline there. Alright, let's do the same over here. Let's put a little white line right there. Alright, let's put, Let go do it. I'm looking. Let go do it. Now let's take a little bit of black with our brown. And let's mix some black in. Make ourselves a nice dark brown here. A little bit of black and brown. Look at that. And let's make a little shadow color, okay? I'm done and done. Oh yeah, I like this one too. I like the pinks and greens too. That's kind of what makes it. Alright, let's take a little bit of this dark brown. Let's kind of spread that. Take that right in here, right underneath our light, top layer. And then let's put, a little bit of dark in here too. Alright, let's do the same thing here. Let's just put some darkness right there. There we go. Hey, we did it. Oh crap. Hey, congratulations to Guthrie. Gandalf was the closest answer. I mean, honestly, we're going to be real here. Gimli's going to roast the shit out of you. Okay, Gimli's the best. Because he'll go there. Gimli's not afraid to go there. Okay, he'll get you. Okay, he'll get you. So Gimli's the right answer. Guthrie guessed Gandalf. That's close enough. So if Guthrie wants a painting, he can have one. But this might be the first week that no one really gets a painting. I mean, if Guthrie doesn't talk to me right, I'm not going to give him a painting. Okay. So that's the okay. Let's paint the bottom, and let's also sign our name. Okay, you want to sign it so it's fancy as fuck. Okay. Keep your paintings fancy. Keep it classy as fuck. All right. One thing that's classy is saying classy as fuck. Hey, that's classy. No, it's not just classy. It's classy as fuck. Kind of takes all the air out of the classiness part, Whenever you say classy as fuck, like as fuck is kind of just the antithesis of not classy. I think I made the point. All right. Well, Guthrie's a good friend of mine. He's actually coming over to my house tonight, so we'll talk to him then. Okay, last thing we want to do, let's sign our name, okay? Let's sign it, so that way we can make billions of dollars off this painting. Really, your painting's not worth anything, and then once you sign it, it's super, super valuable. So let's take some paint. Let's just sign our name there. Ciao. And there we go. There's our painting. Thank y'all for watching today. Congratulations to Guthrie, maybe. If he comes over and treats me right, I'll give him a painting. If not, I don't need him. Okay? Plenty of people that want my paintings. Okay? Hey, thanks Sherry and Purdy for watching. I love you guys and girls. And, see you next Wednesday. Bye.